Color blindness is not okay.
Okay.
Just ask him to define color blindness. I mean, he's defined it once, but it would be good to get a conversation going about what color blindness means. I'm curious. Like we've come out for color blindness on this show many, many times, but we're conceptualizing color blindness as something obviously different than he is. He's conceptualizing color blindness as like ignoring oppression.
Right.
Yeah. Which I guess you're going to define oppression. I mean, I'm not sitting on multiple properties, so it's a little difficult. Like, what exactly is the oppression?
All right. I mean, I understand. That's not an opinion.
I made a statement. It was no question mark at the end of that.
So if I have a very impoverished black man come in and say, I disagree, what happens then? Should he?
Then I'd have that conversation with that person.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe that would be more productive if someone came with my ideas, but they were black. I don't know. Because there's a
John McWhorter. That's why John McWhorter's kicking ass right now.
lot.
Color blindness among white people is more harmful than color blindness among black people.
Okay. Yeah. That very, very well might be.
What? I haven't seen any color blindness in this whole thing. They call him a
don't even know what
white male the whole
referencing.
way through. None of the three people experienced. Like, all she could do is, I'm a white person. I'm a white person. Like, no one was displaying anything close to color blindness.
No.
What are you talking about?
Be true.
But
Absolutely.
look, Adam. if they just talked to Vosh, okay, he would get them all to be race abolitionists by the end of the conversation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, race abolitionists. Right, Vosh, right.
Critical race theory.
That's basically what critical race theory is.
That's
just
right.
Race
Critical race
abolitionism.
Very big on the whole colorblindness. Very big on the whole race abolitionism.
He's basically he's making a very forceful argument for Vosh as race abolitionist, right? Race abolitionism right here, isn't he?
I don't know.
In the form of a question? Socratic method during our conversation is two men?
I said that very well might be true.
That's a question.
This is so weird.
I know. This is a Twilight Zone part of the video.
As a man, you're giving me the Socratic method. What are you? I understood when you were doing that with the females, okay, with the women's, but with men, you don't ask me questions. We're talking man to man here. Socrates wasn't a man; he was a pussy.
No, that's a statement. That might be true.
Might be.
Now he's trying to twist it into a question. That might be true, meaning
period.
It could be true, it could not be true. So
what he's mad about is the fact that he'll say something and then Will just doesn't say that is true. See, since he adds a qualifier like that might be true, it's like, that's not good enough. That's not good enough, Will. You know what you're doing.
So many people in the chat are saying sexism. That's why I went to Social Justice Detective. You sexist piece of shit.
I
know
it's
what you
crazy.
did.
It's crazy.
You misogynistic rape apologist.
Yeah, that's a statement. I'm not an English teacher, but isn't that a statement? That very well might be true.
Okay.
How the punctuation wouldn't be a question mark. No, that very well might be true.
Okay.
True. That's not a question.
How dare you question How dare you question my lived experience?
Will?
Yeah.
My prayer and my hope for you is this. Before you go back to that think tank or go back to this nonprofit organization that you're working with on this topic, I want you to review everything you thought. This is my ask.
Oh my God.
As a black
It's a small
man
ask, a very small
talking
ask.
to a white male in a position of power while informing a organization on how to move. Okay? Go back and do your homework. Understand that all of what you thought you knew is not the best information. that they're, and same thing for me. Like, I have much to learn. I did not have.
I think there's been about 5 actual minutes in this conversation discussing some tenet of CRT that Will thought was a CRT tenet and they were disagreeing with. I think 5 minutes of this entire conversation has been about that. But see, this is the trick. You don't have to. They don't have to actually discuss anything of merit or value. They just say, well, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Go back and learn. You don't know. You don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all they're saying is go back and change your mind. Go back and come back and agree with us. Go. I don't care what you read. Just come back and agree with us. It's like, okay. I know it's so antithetical to my entire outlook on life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am actively looking for people who can give me information that's interesting. I'm going to read his crazy book on I'm fascinated. I'm totally
Before
fascinated
Columbus.
Before Columbus. I'm going. I got to admit, I'm a little doubtful. Just a little doubtful. I wonder, and this is the thing, because the thing that if you read a lot of books, you realize how few ideas there really are in the world, and how they constantly pull from. There's like one study that's in like 4 or 5 books. So you're like, wow, this study again. Wow. They're talking about this event again. Oh, wow, this historical record again. So you realize there's a lot of overlap. And then when someone introduces something that you haven't heard anywhere ever at all, you start thinking, well, why isn't this mentioned in Guns, Germs, and Steel, and also Why Nations Fail, which have a lot of overlap?
Right.
It's like, where was this? Why was this left out? Yeah, so maybe they left it out because of white patriarchy.
That's right.
We're going to get to the bottom of it, though.
Adam, I want a full book report on the black sailors that came to South and Central America and taught them to build pyramids. Okay.
Oh, you're going to get it, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
This conversation one-to-one with you for a reason. Mm-hmm. I know when to say, yep, I got this topic, or no.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I figured. Yeah.
I think that's what leadership is. Leadership is knowing when you have a strength and when it's not your strength, and knowing who's strongest in the room and putting them in position to do what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not an expert either. And that was revealed because the people I was reading were apparently not good. So I'm glad I figured that out. I agree that they're not.
I need you to take that information into your work. I need you to take all the information that you got in terms of what I told you about colorblindness and all the et ceteras, and I need you to take that into your classroom.
Oh my God.
Because otherwise, I'm going to tell you like this. You got people, they may not follow you, but they're going to be watching what you're doing.
Oh my
God. And they will
God.
hold you accountable.
Oh
the
my
fucking mafioso,
God.
The mafioso threat here.
My God. I didn't see this coming.
We have
There's
people
so many
watching.
like gems hidden in this video.
We have people. We have ways of making you talk, Will. Don't think we're not watching you in your classroom. Don't think that we're not there.
All I'm saying to you, Will, is that it looks like you have a very nice job. And it should be a shame if anything happened to this, if any tragedy should befall that wonderful teaching job of yours. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to do anything. I'm just saying that there's some people out there in the world who are going to be watching you.
Some
So
very
careful.
Very dangerous people. You don't want to tangle with these people. You don't want to mess with these people, Will. These people are very, very powerful.
Jeez. This is insane. This really took, you were right. This really took the trip down in the Twilight Zone here.
This is fucking dark center of the universe here. We passed the event horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm letting you know, like, my community, they don't play, because like you said, like for you, it was kind of like, the game you want to play, the game you want to play, the game you want to play. I think we're learned on that and what that means to us, but this ain't no game for us. This is life and death. This is poverty or opportunity. This is incarceration or promise. Like, this matters to us. in a way that changes our environment, in a way that changes our opportunity, in a way that changes everything.
The whole point of color blindness is to give you more opportunity. What the fuck?
I know. It's to. I mean, if someone gives me this speech, I'm just like, look, I agree with you. It's very important, and it's why I don't want to bring about the rise of white nationalism, which is what you're doing, basically.
Basically, yes, exactly. But I just they come out so much about like the redlining and shit like that.
I know.
You know why redlining is bad? Because it's anti-color blindness.
I know.
They're basically sectioning off neighborhoods and saying black people can't move here. Color blindness is meant to fight that. What the fuck?
I know.
What the fuck?
Bonkers. It's bonkers.
How do you fight redlining with a non-colorblind society, Sitch?
It's easy. You just reverse everything.
What do you mean?
That's what they're doing. You just say, oh, well, if you're black, you get special privileges and, you know, special help and et cetera, et cetera.
So then he's pro-segregation then. He's cool with segregation then. So technically you can't say there was anything wrong with redlining if you're pro-segregation.
Well, I mean, look, there's been so many, you've seen all that stuff where it's like, oh, we need, you know, special spaces that just for black people, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, wait, what?
Yes. Yeah.
You want to go back to segregation? What?
Yeah, but I want to hear them say that. Like if segregation is something they're into, I want to hear them argue for it.
Right.
I'm not here to condone segregation. I think there are better ways to deal with it. I think first comes the segregation, then comes the what are they doing over there? I'm getting a little fucking paranoid over here.
Exactly.
Maybe we should go over there and fucking clean them out or something. Segregation is not a good idea. Not a good idea.
This shit ain't for play.
Don't tell me this guy doesn't get paranoid, okay? I'm not going to believe you.
I marched the streets here in Atlanta in an environment where a Proud Boy can pull up ready to shoot up a crowd or drive through it.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a game for us.
Excuse me.
Race in America matters.
Yeah, the game was not. I was not talking about a broad spectrum.
I gather that. We ain't got to get into the weeds.
Yeah,
we don't got to get into the weeds. I just need you to understand this matters.
It's very serious, and I really appreciate you. I see your passion in this, and it's inspiring. Truly is. I see how passionate you are, man, and it's impressive. It's awesome.
Rather than inspire you, I would pray that your heart has a shift.
Okay. Okay.
What does that even mean?
All right. Well,
This is such a copy paste of Christianity. It is. This is like the moment where they're like, if anyone's had a change of heart, please walk forward and come to the nearest deacon in your row. Bow your head down and we're going to pray together. Exactly.
If anyone feels the light of critical race theory in your heart, please come forward, step forward and accept the light of Derek Bell into your heart. If you are a white person and you accept your white fragility, your white victimization, and your white oppression, please step forward and renounce whiteness. Please accept the critical race.
I renounce my whiteness. I renounce my whiteness.
Adam, do you renounce?
I don't want this property anymore.
He renounces everybody. Hallelujah. Adam, do you feel the light? Do you feel the love?
I do. I feel the light. I feel the light. Wait.
That's right, everyone. He's renouncing his whiteness. Renounce that property. No longer will we be rent seekers on the property of whiteness. Okay, that was enough of that.
That was great, man. I feel healed. I do. I feel better now.
You feel cleansed?
I do. Yeah, definitely.
You guys just witnessed the baptism.
All that terrible whiteness.
Stream.
All that terrible whiteness.
It's gone.
I whitewashed away the whiteness.
I mean, look at Adam. He looks like at least 3 shades darker now. Okay.
Yeah. You knocked the pigment out of my glasses.
No, I knocked
Sitch.
the pigment right into you.